one of the, if not the most well-known endurance championships is BritCar. I'm here with Stephen to tell us more about, well, for those of people who potentially don't know enough about BritCar, tell us about your championship, your 2019 season.
Well, BritCar is a championship for GT cars, touring cars and hot hatches basically as well. Run over 2 one-hour races in a weekend with a 30-minute qualifying session and warm-up as well. This year we had a real three-way fight for the championship, which is still going on to around next weekend.
Next weekend's night race, isn't it?
That's right, very exciting, and they've got 2 hours into the night on the Sunday as well, which is really exciting. Looks like it could go one way at the moment, but there's still a chance.
Yeah,
Bailey and Schultz, yes, they topping the. But it stayed much the same through this season. They've been one step ahead. Yeah. Last round, none of the contenders actually won their class, so they all sort of stayed on the same level between each other.
BritCar is so good. Yeah. Good. So 2020, you've just recently announced your calendar, haven't you?
We have indeed. Provisional, of course, at the moment, as everything is until the new year. We're splitting the GT cars and the small, what I call hatches, Class 5 and downwards, and we're going to make them into a trophy series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, the trophy series is for basically production sports cars and saloon cars. In 4 classes possibly. We're still yet to organise the regulations for that. We're going to run 2 50-minute races and a qualifying session on one day of the weekend. Some of them will be on the BritCar Endurance weekend on a separate day, others will be standalone meetings.
So slightly shorter races then?
That's right, yes, to cater more for the production single drivers basically and the small fuel tanks they have, so they can contain it within one race.
I'm sure that will be extremely popular. Tell us about the 3 cars you have on your stand today.
The 3 cars we have on our stand, we have the Mini Cooper, which is in Class 4, will be eligible for the trophy next season. That's been raced by Daniel Woodard elsewhere this year, but raced with us in the past, and we're looking towards racing with us next season. We have the Smart 4.4. This is really something special. This is the fastest Smart you'll ever see, 350 brake horsepower, turbocharged. Basically engineered by Bob Baker, almost over-engineered. Everything under this bonnet and under the frame of the car is handmade, hand-built, designed and engineered by Rob himself. Totally unique.
Looks properly pimped as well.
Yes, it does.
But it sounds good.
It does indeed, yes. And then we have the Ginetta G55, a very standard sort of race car. You can, out of the box, it's a good race car, like a Porsche 911. Not going to get much trouble with these. It's a production line car. This race is in Class 3. This is the Simon Green car of Lucky Kira and Lee Frost, which also races in other championships as well. It's a standard car for Class 3, and it races against the Porsches and some BMWs as well.
You haven't been running any cars, have you, here this weekend? Is that something that you might do another year, MSD?
We would like to. It's not in our hands, unfortunately. We could get people to run them, and I believe something fell through at last minute.
Never mind. Has the show been good for you?
Yes, yeah, but again, it's always good to catch up with old friends, which is a lot of what all these shows are about, but also we get a lot of new inquiries as well, particularly on the trophy side of things. It's a very competitive market on this small saloon car racing. We think we can offer things on a cost-effective basis that other championships may not. Also, you're part of an established BritCar brand as well.
So many times today I've spoken to various different motorsport championships and cups, and always the paddocks are, like, the camaraderie in the paddock is incredible, isn't it? BritCar is another one that's really renowned for that, isn't it? It's
much more than a race meeting.
Yeah.
It is a club, a community, someone said today.
Yeah.
And yes, that is a good way of putting it. It's everyone's friendly. There's a lot of respect on the track. Yeah. There's a lot of friendship in the paddock. And I've found that people have actually made friends in the paddock and taken that friendship out of the race scene as well, and become close friends anyway. So yeah, it's one thing we really love about this championship. It's a total community.
Yeah. Good. Well, Motorsport World loves you too.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. Hope you have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck for 2020.
Thank you very much. Thanks.